Well, good morning, everyone. Saturday, June 6th, and it's a beautiful morning out here. I had to wait till the sun was up a little bit because, as you've heard me talk, it's a little tough to walk when you've got a lot of shadows from the angle of the sun. Kicked up a couple turkeys when I got back here. So this is not the main site. This is, I'll use Flint Spall's term, this is the sidekick. This is a field that I found some decent stuff in, mainly archaic things, and it's chisel plowed. So this hasn't been plowed well for a couple of years, and he went through here with a chisel plow. This is really tough walking, but I figure that they're going to plant it, I'm going to guess Monday. So I'll be back here to look, but I'm going to take a walk through it this morning and see if that chisel plow got down deep and brought anything up. If I find anything, I'll get back to you. Okay, well, I haven't had a lot to film yet, much. Found this piece of a knife, that middle section. This is some sort of biface blade. It's made out of Nelly chert. But I do have one on the ground here. Tell you what, it would be really easy to miss something today. This is really creviced up, and you know, you got to get out here because once they come through and disc this, anything that's obvious is going to be knocked down in those crevices, but it's also going to open up new stuff in these, you know, big chunks here. But let's take a look here. Hard to tell. I can see the tip. Could be just a piece of one. Yep, it's broke. Okay. False alarm. I thought I had a good one here. Alright, if I find anything else, I'll get back to you. Okay, I'm making my way out of the first field here. Again, rough conditions. I'm going to film this because I haven't had much else to film today. But look at the edge on that. Obviously a big thumb scraper, maybe uniface thumb scraper. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep, I like those. Yeah, the one I found last night was a little bit more, you know, that was round all the way around. This is more of a traditional thumb scraper look. But, yep. Okay, well, we'll head over to the other field and see what we can find. Okay, I'm back out in the afternoon in a new field. Just saw something. And if you guys watch my video, hope you found something, but I've never seen a party of 8 hunting arrowheads, but property next to me, there's 8 people out there walking around. You can cover a field probably pretty quickly that way. So, I think I've got something here. Looks like a tip. Man, that's a shame. Gonna be one of those days, guys. Look at that. Jeez, that'd have been killer. But that's the way it goes some days. Okay, I'll get back to you. Okay, well, I found this. Too bad. Thought of a nice, big, long stemmed Adena point, I guess. I think I've got one on the ground here. I actually turned it over because I thought it was a flake. And it is a broken drill. Thin little, look how small that is. Thin little thing. Alright. One thing I'm trying to do here is, this is a field that gets looked a lot, and I've looked it for, oh gosh, I've probably been looking this for 30 years, on and off. And so there are some areas that are not as obvious, and I'm trying to hit those because, yeah, I think, you know, some of this could have been looked already, maybe before the rain. But if I find anything else, I'll get back to you. Check this out. That is big. And it's made of flint ridge, and it looks like it has awesome flaking on it. Man, oh man. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Yes. Boy, that has got, for an Adena, that's got some awesome flaking on it. Hard to believe that point evaded all of the collectors that look out here for all those years. Look at this thinning strike right here. It looks like a flute. Obviously it's not. He was thinning that base, and that just went almost the whole way up the face there like a fluted point. But man, check that out. Probably Flint Ridge chalcedony. Well, that made the day worthwhile. I was thinking, well, you know, it's one of those days, sometimes you don't find that whole point. Got to be close to 3 inches. All right. We will take that. Thanks for tuning in. Literally, I was thinking about calling this the last row. This is interesting. So it laid right here. You see the corn? So on this side of the corn was planted later. And over here, they planted. So this, right where I found it, right where my foot is here, would have been turned up later. So if somebody looked at the cornfield and this hadn't been done, that's why they missed this. Wow. Okay, I'll get back to you. All right, let's take a quick look here at what I found here this week and weekend. I'm going to show you this piece of this celt that I found. So it is not greenstone, it is banded slate. It's hard to figure out why they made these out of banded slate, which is such soft material, but you can see that this one has some strikes on the bit here. It was chipping at something, and before they could smooth that out and sharpen it up again, it broke. But yeah, it was kind of a cool find. Here's the little point I found that same night. Here's last night's point. Not sure what to call that. Probably a little woodland point. Here's that turtleback scraper. And then just some pieces, parts. Here's this morning. Again, just some scrapers, a little tip. And this afternoon, things got a little better. On this bottom of the blade, broke. And that piece right there would have been nice. Not to be half of an Adena. I didn't film this. I found this in a field on the way home. Little broken paddle drill, very tiny. Then the find that made the day all worthwhile. Yep, not much to say about that. Picture kind of speaks for itself. Here's that thinning strike I talked about when I was out there. It's got kind of a clear inclusion right there, but it's definitely Definitely a piece of Flint Ridge material. Okay, well, thanks for coming along. I've got a couple potential places tomorrow. The one spot is that new field that I found, and I'm waiting for a call to get the okay from the owner. He wants to make sure that it's not too wet out there before I venture out, but the corn is up, so if it's not this weekend, it'll likely be by next weekend that I'll be out there. So, okay, thanks for tuning in. Till next time, this is Commissioner Tom signing off.